Hi ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while since I last saw you, but today I'm back here again with yet another CHEAPIE review. This is because I know you guys absolutely like such videos. Now today we'll be talking about the Astrotec Vesna Evo. This little bullet-shaped IEM comes in an affordable $19.99 American. At this price point, it competes with the Moondrop Chus, the Quarks and all your other random KZ and their clones with strange names. I must add though, personally I believe that this should be the lowest price point one should expect for an IEM, as they will start to offer decent build quality and start to sound decent. Now just a bit on the Astrotec brand. Astrotec is another manufacturer from China that has been making IEMs, but of late they have leveled up their designs. The Astrotec Volans and AM850 Mark II are some of the newer designs and they look absolutely beautiful. Sound-wise, I can't really say much as I have yet to try them. So just a bit about today's video. The Vesna Evo is sponsored by Keep Hi-Fi. Keep Hi-Fi did not preview this video prior to release. I would also just like to let you know that the Vesna do come in a few variants. Now starting off with the original Vesna, which does not sport interchangeable cables. The ones that we have here today, the Vesna Evo, this comes with a 2-pin socket. Sonically, they are the same. As I've always advocated, if you are buying an IEM in this price range, I would suggest strongly that you just get the fixed cable version to save a few bucks. Your third-party cables will probably cost as much as the earphones themselves, but in terms of improvement, there will be a little bit of improvement, definitely not the same cost as the cables. Now let's start off with build. The Vesna Evo sports a simple anodized aluminum chassis that is finished in a shimmery silver. It has a very comfortable bullet shape that has been proven to be a popular and comfortable design ever since IEMs hit the scene some 10 years ago. At the back of the chassis, the Vesna sports a large cross as part of the design. It honestly reminds me of the finial of the Lamy Safari. If you're into fountain pens, you know they have that cross-shaped thing at the back of the cap. It looks kind of like that. But anyways, personally, from a looks point of view, it is utilitarian, but I applaud Astrotec for using a metal chassis on such a low-cost IEM. This is especially so as they opted to use a 6mm liquid crystal polymer dynamic driver. This interplays well with the metal chassis as it adds a level of finesse to the sound, as it provides enough rigidity and efficiency. In terms of fit, the traditional bullet shape has been done to death, but for good reason. It fits 99% of the population. It isn't inspiring, but at $20, I do not think you can expect much anyways. Important to note is that this is a shallow fit IEM that makes it extra comfortable. The cable on the Vesna Evo features a 2-pin connector. Quality of the cable is quite outstanding, mind you. It has taken my abuse like a champ. What is also surprising is that the cable is very manageable and not super tangly. Unsurprisingly, it is terminated to a 3.5mm jack, as this is the most common use. Now on to the sound. Does the Vesna Evo deliver in terms of sound? This is the type of signature that will suit traditional vocal-centric genres such as pop and its variants easily. Bass. Meaty bass is the name of the game for the Vesna Evo. It is quite plentiful, and I think compared to the peers in its price, it is quite linear as it transitions from sub-bass to mid-bass, with the sub-bass providing ample rumble. The K on the bass is natural and not overly aggressive. I do feel that the bass on the Vesna is rather smooth. In terms of details, it is good when you take into consideration the price of the Vesna. I will not say that the bass on the Vesna can be considered fast, but they certainly do not bleed into other sonic frequencies. Mid-range on the Vesna is the highlight of the IEM. I think that the Vesna does vocals spectacularly well. I think I can just say that it renders it in a very organic, pure form with just a hint of warmth. This is especially beautiful when you listen to well-recorded tracks from singers such as Bianca Wu. It puts on a romantic performance with warmth and air. Tonality of the Vesna's mid-range has my acclamations. Texture and detail-wise, I think that it is rather decent. Treble. The Vesna emphasizes lower treble as compared to the upper treble. Cymbal and crashes are still crisp and clear, but I do not find it extremely airy due to the lower treble emphasis. Lower treble here is smooth though and creates enough pop on the Vesna for it to not appear as a thick mid-range blob. Also, because of the lack of extension, this creates a warm mid-range tone that I've come to enjoy. Soundstage on the Vesna is quite mid. But bearing in mind the price, I think this is absolutely acceptable. Width and height is in line with what other brands are putting out at this price point. In terms of physical presence, I'd say it's more like a small jazz club rather than a big concert hall. Positioning and depth. Positioning on the whole is decent as you can make out where the instruments are coming from, although I would wish for it to be just a hair bit more precise. Depth is rendered well, but separation is just okay as I do not find the Vesnas a particularly speedy IEM. Now, how do you actually improve the Vesna? With that said, I think the stock cable is good, but maybe just changing the cable just a hair can actually improve it quite substantially. I've actually gotten the CCZ Cable Xi, of which mine is terminated to a 4.4mm output to use with my DAP. Now the C cable from CCZ is a rather well built cable with a nice cloth cover and is made of 6N single crystal copper with 5N OCC copper that acts as its shielding. Whether you believe in cable rolling or not, you cannot deny that this cable is excellent value at the price. So honestly, at $20 as of August 2022, if your cable breaks and you do not really want to splurge on cables, you can consider this cable. If you ask me, I think this cable adds a touch of warmth to the sound. Also, as it is terminated to a 4.4mm termination, as more DAPs and dongles feature a higher output through the 4.4mm, they generally make the Vesna sound a bit more full. So in conclusion, at the end of it, I enjoyed the Vesna Pro. They have an ultra beautiful rendition of vocals, which is what I used to listen to the Vesnas. So if you're looking for an all-rounder IM at $20 that has an emphasis on silky vocals that oozes tonality, I honestly think that you need to look no further, as this really ticks the boxes for that. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching the Super Chunk Super Audio Show. I know it has been a while since the last CanJam video, and I'm glad that I'm back. This is season 2. For people who has followed so far, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Weird heart-shaped thing that I can't do. Is it like that? There you go. Stop making me do this. Stop it. Okay, bye. I love IEMs like a fat boy who likes chocolate cake. I like chocolate cake. Why are you filming me? Go away, Go away before I call police.